During the course of this investigation, we came across some absolutely horrific stories. Dogs that had been tortured and beaten, left with horrific injuries. And then we came across one dog in particular who had both the most terrible experience but also a really happy outcome. She's called Cupcake. And so I went to try and find her and the woman who's been helping to rehabilitate her. Kay agreed to speak to us on the condition of anonymity. That's because she's terrified that local dog fighters might try to seize Cupcake back and return her to the world of hell that she'd liberated her from. So you've had her for 18 months now, is that right? And what's her journey been like during that time?
Pretty remarkable. The fact that when she arrived she was in shutdown, that she's made such a comeback, and that she's learned to trust again, to trust not just humans but dogs, and to enjoy life again. She functioned, she was just a machine. Whereas now she loves to play ball, she loves to cuddle, she loves to interact with the other dogs. So yes, she's got full quality of life again.
Cupcake was quite literally found on death row in a dog pound. She had been used as a bait dog. In other words, she was tied up and used as a sparring partner, a defenceless sparring partner, to train fighting dogs.
Yes, she came here, she was in shutdown, she was broken, completely broken. She had no trust in humans at all. She had no trust in other dogs. And she mentally was completely unstable. I saw her broken teeth, her damaged and her tongue has sections missing from it, the scars around the eye, the healed scars all around the neck area, neck and chest. I realised that they were consistent with dog fighting.
So she'd be forced to be, if you like, a sparring partner.
That's it.
For
Yes,
fighting
for the
dogs.
others to practice on.
And so she'd just be, defenceless then?
Yes. She's been defenceless from the start, forced into a life of hell and torture.
What kind of instruments will she have been subjected to? Would have been part of her regime?
They sort of punch their heads and punch their bodies and stuff, but they'll use any, blunt object to sort of wind them and bash them, and cattle prods are used, I understand.
She has made a remarkable recovery. She's a lovely, friendly, warm, interested, curious dog like any other.
Yes.
And knowing what she's been through must make you feel...
Yes. I feel a whole range of emotions. I feel desperately sad for the dogs. I feel so angry about the mindset of the people. And I feel so frustrated with the system because I don't feel enough is done to deal with the perpetrator. The dogs are voiceless victims.
And you say you've seen cigarette burns?
Oh, on the dogs, yes. That's quite a frequent one. Yes. Just terrible wounds and broken bones.
And there's evidence that she was used effectively as a one-dog factory farm, so just producing litter upon litter.
Absolutely.
And that would have been to produce more dogs for bait and for fighting, presumably.
Absolutely. Yes.
What do we need to do?
We need the press to come on board and to start projecting a good image of these dogs, which will change public perception, and therefore it will hopefully lead to more rehoming. We need tougher legislation. We need a deterrent. We need the police to, and the councils over animal welfare to step up and start protecting the victim and start dealing with the perpetrator.
I guess Cupcake's story is really why we're doing this campaign. There are so many dogs out there that are trapped in this world of dog fighting and being used as bait dogs. And it's really important that we get out there, we help rescue them and rehabilitating them, We're going to be paying all of Cupcake's veterinary costs and those of all the other dogs that we helped to rescue. We've got to stamp this out. This is one of the worst betrayals of an animal you could possibly think of. The injuries that the dog suffers are incredibly nasty. This doesn't belong in our century. It belongs in the dark, distant past. So please help us to stamp dog fighting out once and for all.